Hey everyone! Today, we're going to zero in on one of the most crucial moments in sales, especially if you're just starting out, the close. So, how do you make that whole process more effective, more natural, and honestly a lot less stressful? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into right now. We'll break down some practical, super powerful closing techniques step by step.
Okay, let's be real for a second. That final step, the moment you have to actually ask for the yes, it can be the most intimidating part of the whole process, right? The fear of getting a no, the anxiety that you'll say the wrong thing. If any of that sounds familiar, trust me, you are definitely not alone. But today, we're going to flip that script entirely.
And this quote right here, this is the core philosophy of our entire approach. We've got to stop thinking of the close as some kind of high-pressure confrontation. Instead, think of it as the natural, logical conclusion to a great conversation where you've already shown your value. It's not this awkward thing you tack on at the end, it's the final piece of the puzzle just clicking into place. All right, let's jump into our first and honestly most fundamental technique. This is all about a complete mindset shift. We're going to move the conversation away from if the customer is going to buy and focus it entirely on which one they'll get or how they'll get it. It sounds small, but trust me, it's a total game changer psychologically.
This is called the alternative close. With this technique, you're not really giving the customer a chance to say yes or no. Instead, you're giving them two positive choices. So for example, instead of asking if they want it, you ask, so is package A or package B a better fit for you? You're assuming the sale is happening, and now you're just working out the details together. Now, working with a really similar logic, we have the assumptive close. Here, you just assume the sale is a done deal and you move on to the next logical step. Something like, so should we schedule that delivery for Monday or would Wednesday be better? See what that does? It completely skips over the buying decision and jumps right into the what's next phase. It kind of helps move the customer's thinking forward, too.
Okay, look at this comparison. What's so powerful here is the huge psychological gap between these two questions. On the left, are you going to buy it? That just gives them an easy out, a chance to shut the door. But the question on the right, which is a better fit, package A or package B, that invites them to be a part of the solution. It gets them thinking about options, not about saying no. And just like that, you've shifted the control of the conversation.
But what happens when a customer is on the fence? They're hesitating. Well, that's where our next set of techniques comes in. Think of these as a gentle nudge in the right direction, helping them make a decision that's genuinely in their best interest. And remember, the keyword here is helpful. We're not talking about high-pressure tactics at all. One of my favorites is the loss of value close. Now, with this one, the focus isn't so much on what they'll gain, but on what they will continue to lose by not making a decision. You might say something like, every day you wait, those operational inefficiencies we talked about are still costing you. It creates a subtle sense of urgency. You're just gently reminding them that doing nothing, well, that has a cost too. So really, the bottom line is this. The whole point of these techniques is to be helpful. It's not about backing someone into a corner. It's about giving them a small constructive nudge when they're stuck. That's what moves the process forward and gets both of you to the best possible outcome, faster. Okay, enough theory. Let's look at how these techniques can deliver some absolutely incredible results in the real world. This case study is a perfect example of just how powerful the right strategy can be. So check this out. A real estate company was dealing with a lot of hesitant buyers, so they decided to try something simple. They applied the scarcity principle. They started saying things like, just so you know, there are only 2 units left at this price. And what happened? Get ready for this. It's pretty incredible. That one simple little nudge, that one strategy led to a massive 40% increase in sales. A 40% jump. That is just undeniable proof of how a few well-chosen words can completely change the game. But wait, it gets even better. The impact wasn't just on the number of sales. The average time it took for a customer to make a decision plummeted from 2 weeks, that's 14 days, all the way down to just 3 days. Think about that. That's a huge time saver for the sales rep, and it means the customer gets the solution they need so much faster. All right, so after all of that, what's the big takeaway for you? Let's boil it all down to a few key points that you can literally take and start using in your own conversations tomorrow. Here it is, a simple 3-step playbook. First, offer alternatives. Ask which one, not if. That puts you in the driver's seat. Second, create a little urgency by gently reminding them about the cost of inaction. And third, just like in that case study, highlight scarcity. Let them know that the opportunity won't be around forever. That can really speed things up.
And so now the question is, for you, how can you take these little nudges and start weaving them into your own sales conversations for your specific product or service? Because remember, the absolute best technique is the one that feels natural and authentic to you and your style.